Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm thrilled to be back with you today. Today I am working with the Sunkissed collection, and I am creating a layout based on that beautiful mood board created by Anna. And I'm inspired by the sunset and also the shells. So when I saw that mood board, I immediately thought of this paper, which is why I am using Sunkissed. And I did think about using it as a full background, but I think in the end it just would have been too full on with the shells that I'm going to make as well. So I cut it down, just measured it. I didn't measure it properly, I just sort of eyeballed it, and what I wanted was to have a decent amount of white cardstock for my background. So I've distressed the edges as always, and wanting the pink to be at the top because I think in that image the pink was more vibrant near the sun. I think it was setting. So yeah, setting or rising, I'm not sure which it is. Anyway, it's on the horizon line anyway. So I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to adhere this, and then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and just stitch around it in white. Now, you may have been wondering where I've been, why I haven't had any videos. We moved, and I think last time I was up, it was just craziness here, and I just couldn't get a video done. In fact, even with my own channel, I've hardly had any videos lately, and we've just had a lockdown for 3 weeks, which to some people might sound like, well, if you're in Australia, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but when you've got kids and a job you can do from home, it's not an easy time. So I was really happy we got out of lockdown this week, and I was thrilled to finally make another video, or a new video. So I've made these 3 shells, and I was inspired by the painted shells on the image, and I just googled origami shells and found an easy one because I find origami quite hard, and I find using pattern paper for origami quite difficult because it's thicker than, say, just normal paper. But this one works really well, and I cut 3 different sized squares, I think 6, 7 and 8 inches, so that I could get 3 different sized shells. Now, I didn't make them on camera because I just didn't want the pressure of that, because I literally had to follow along with the YouTube video to make them. There's lots of YouTube tutorials on how to make them. In the video, the person didn't use any hot glue to secure them, and I don't just mean as I'm securing them to my page. I also use the hot glue to hold them together, because if I didn't, they would just be so dimensional, and I'm just very aware that this will end up in an album. So yeah, I wouldn't even bother with any other type of adhesive to glue these down. Hot glue is definitely the best, just because it sets as it dries. So I'm just playing around with them. I knew I wanted the 3, and I wanted them to sort of, not encircle, but half encircle my photo. The photo is a photo of my oldest daughter Azaria at Riverton. So if you've been following me, watching my videos, watching my projects for Cocoa Vanilla, you'll know that I am creating an album about a holiday in, I think it was January this year. I'm creating it all with Sunkissed because it's just perfect. So nearly done actually. I think I've probably only got a few more pages to make. Yeah, and it's just so perfect, like I said. So just gluing the last one down here, I just use an ice cream lid to put my hot glue gun on. That way if anything drips on it, it doesn't matter. And here I am just looking through the embellishments that I've pulled out from the collection, and I think I managed to use something from everything here. So not sure what I'm doing there. Oh yes, the amazing clear stickers. I didn't do any mixed media on my background because I just love that paper so much. I almost didn't want to add to it. But I think if you are scared of mixed media or just starting and not really sure what to do, these clear stickers, particularly these paint stripes, they are so perfect for that mixed media look. So what I'm doing here is colour matching just to extend the colour kind of beyond the rectangle that I've cut. So I'm not doing all 4 sides. I think that would be too much. It's meant to look kind of random. So I'm just looking on the sheet now to see if there's anything I can add. And I can't even see what that says. Having fun maybe, or something like that. A label sticker. I have been sort of layering my label stickers. They don't have to be used for any journaling or date or anything. You can use them as layers. And here, just going through the ephemera pack, one thing I haven't done with this album that I'm making is add too many of the tropical things, because Riverton is like a wild southern beach. It's not tropical at all. But I still have photos from Fiji from a trip that we took, I think it was in 2018, and I could definitely use some of them for those layouts. So although, yeah, this collection is still really great for scrapping any beach, but I purposely didn't want to put any palm trees or tropical drinks or anything like that. Although I do add an orange slice onto this, and I think that's just because it just goes and it fills in a little gap. So I love that little banner, and just wanting to add a few word phrases at the top of my photo. The photo is of Azaria holding a huge giant piece of kelp, which girls thought was really funny, and they all, I don't know if they all posed with it. She definitely posed with it, and I took a photo. There's that orange slice. Yeah, I tried it, took it away and thought, no, I do like it there. Thought about adding a rainbow, but then decided, no, that's a bit confusing with everything else that's going on. Just because it wasn't a rainbow kind of day, there was no rain. On this day, there was no rain. Really keen to get one of these little buttons in, and I just love that little blue heart. So I'm loving the little layered embellishment cluster I created on top of my photo. Got some puffy stickers here, and I've added a couple of florals, not many. This is not really a florally kind of layout, but I just wanted a little bit of something else. Now, I must say I've really enjoyed using hot glue for this whole layout. Just so quick and easy, adds a little bit of dimension too. I think I used to watch Vilna Furstenberg years ago when she designed for Two Peas in a Bucket, and I think she did all of her layouts with hot glue, and it didn't even bother her that you get the strings from the hot glue. She probably just pulled them all off at the end, but yeah, I remember her saying that the hot glue adds a bit more dimension. So here I'm wanting to pop this banner up a bit, and I've just added little pop dots in each of the triangular banner pieces. I turned the hot glue off at this point, so I was just trying to see if I could squeeze a bit more out, but I couldn't. What I found was that if you leave your gum on, it slowly eats away at the glue stick, so it's kind of wasting it, just drips out the end. Could be because my hot glue gun is cheap. I don't know if anyone else finds that, but yeah, I got to this point with the layout where I could see that I didn't have to use hot glue, I could just use normal liquid adhesive. So I've cut that sun in half just because I want it peeking out of the top of the paper, and that definitely is inspired by that photo of the sunrise, sunset, I'm not really sure. Okay, looking at the stickers to see if there's anything else I could add. Didn't want to cover up too much of this pattern paper because it's just so gorgeous, and I have these hearts that are from the Die Cut ephemera pack, so I'm going to place a few of those on pop dots and kind of scatter them around. Looking to see if there's anything else. I did think about adding those little black crosses, but then I thought, no, that's introducing something else as well that I don't need to use. I might save that for a boy layout. So I was just checking that shell there because I was wondering if it was secured enough on the bottom, and it was. And I'm wanting to make my title out of what I've got left here. I've used so many of these glitter foam words. I'm just using my tweezers to poke out the middle parts of some of the letters, like the E and the middle part of the S. You could leave them in, but I definitely like them out, so that's why I'm doing that. Just so beautiful, this collection. I've just loved it. I just love the saturation of the colours and all that. The images on the paper, is beautiful. So just trying to get that straight. Because it's foam and a bit bendy, it's never going to be perfect, but that's okay. And I was just looking at trying to find the dot for the eye. So I did think about calling it Happy Memories, but I think the word happy would have just taken over too much, and it's the descending part of the Y on happy that I was struggling with. So I just picked another word off the sticker sheet and I went with Sunkissed. So the layout is Sunkissed Memories, which I think works really well. Okay, so then I decided to add a bit more gold to my page, so I'm going to scatter 3 of the gold hearts and also some of these die cut hearts as well. And I've almost kind of colour matched them. They look really cute, they're just quite subtle. And I think the extra gold is a nice touch. So just trying to see what else I do here. I should remember because I made this yesterday, but excuse me. Yeah, so my final touch aside from my journaling is to water down some white acrylic paint. Now I have tried other white inks, mists, I've tried Liquitex, but to me nothing is as good as watered down excuse me, watered down white paint. And it's also the cheapest. And it does take a bit to dry, but it's definitely worth it. So just adding a few splatters. I'm covering up my photo because I know if I don't, I'll get it all over it. But I probably should have used something smaller because I have smudged the splatters at the top. So then I did go in carefully and just try to add a bit more to, I don't know, disguise the fact that those splatters are smudged, but it doesn't matter in the end. So I'm just adding my journaling, probably telling you what I've already told you about her posing with that seaweed. And that is pretty much my layout. So I hope that I've inspired you to play along with the mood board challenge for this month, and you can enter your layouts into the Facebook group. I think there'll be an album set up there, and I think, yeah, you can win a prize. So the link is below in my description box. Thank you so much for watching.